Distorted View Daily proudly presents great moments in bad TV.
And I'm black and I'm black and I'm black, y'all. Are we back from commercial yet?
I queued you, man.
Did you really?
And believe it or not, we also have CPR and first aid for pets. So that's something new that a lot of people may not know about. But we have a lot of people in our community where pets are a part of the family and very important. So that's something new that the Red Cross is able to provide some material and resources so people can help their pets as well. So that's something a little different that's available.
Now, when you say CPR for pets, is it doing CPR on your pets or... okay, I thought it was training your pets to do CPR.
Oh no!
Because I was like, I was wondering how that was going.
Oh no!
How that was going to work. If you basically not just, I'm totally at a loss for words right now. It's totally my fault though. I'm just kind of looking at questions and just kind of get flustered after a few minutes. In case you're just joining us, okay. So all of you out there, if you're watching the show right now, and you like to find the Safe House for Women, I can't put it any better than that. That's basically where it's at.
Hey freaks, it's Friday, June 14th, 2019. Coming up on the program today, bicycle pump farts, plus fucking pool floats to prevent a raping, a retired pastor turned porn star, and bottled hot water for babies, or drinking water bottles out of plastic water. What makes less sense?
My doctor wants to dilate my asshole to the size of a fucking coconut.
Are you on the internet? Isn't that for techno geeks with spreadsheets?
I'm a human being! Yeah!
Hell, you can shove anything up the rectum.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
All right, Tim back here with you one more time as we end the week with the Friday show. Got a great one for you today. Man, I was up until 3 a.m. watching videos with Cheryl Murkowski, and she shared a great one that I told her, well, I'm just going to steal this, and it's going to be featured on Distorted View Daily. It's right up our alley, freaks. The video is entitled Insane Bike Pump Farts. You can piece together how this one's going to go. A guy shoves a bike pump hose up his asshole, pumps it up, and then farts out all the air. I think this would be like the equivalent to juicing in professional sports. I mean, you're technically farting, but they're artificially enhanced, just like steroids give you extra strength. So if he was going for some sort of world farting record here, I feel like he should be disqualified. However, he's just an amateur looking for some sweet YouTube views. So here we go. Quite a large bicycle pump here. By the way, that's not him farting. That's him pushing the air into his butt. So I guess every time he does it, some of the air immediately escapes and sounds like a fart. Now he's taken the bike pump out, and let's see how large a fart he can produce. Those are some otherworldly farts. Superhuman, even. All right, now he's going to stick the bicycle pump back in his anus. That's the best part of the video, is when he's pumping and air is escaping from his butt. Pump 1, pump 2, pump 3. And here we go. He's going to let it all out now. He gets on all fours. This time he's getting on his stomach. Wasn't as long of a fart, but there was more substance. It was a fuller fart, in my opinion. I think he's got some more in there. Yeah. It's getting a little juicy. Let's listen to one more pump session. He couldn't, oh God, I think he just shit himself. He couldn't even hold it in that time. The second he took the hose out. Oh, it's very bubbly at the end. I'll provide a link on the show notes to this video if you want to see it. This guy is obviously a fart fetishist because all of his videos have to do with farting in athletic underwear, huge farts, part 1, part 2, Joe Boxer farts, farting on command, ripping butt in sweatpants, etc., etc. So there you go. I don't know what it is. Farts must be in the air. Can you smell it? Virgin Sex Pet posted a video on our subreddit. Yeah, we still have a subreddit. 1.2 thousand members strong. Occasionally posting stuff. It's, I think, mainly Haley's Comment posting stuff there. But occasionally news, funny news stories and videos get posted there. DistortedView.reddit.com. Virgin Sex Pet posted a fetish video of a woman farting on a teddy bear.
Big fart for your face, teddy bear.
She also talks dirty to the teddy bear. The teddy bear is on the floor, and I guess she's going to straddle it and fart on it.
Feels like I have a big fart for your face, teddy bear.
Sounds like a plan.
I feel something big in there. You want to stick your face in my ass? I know you do. Like this.
She's straddling. She's got some weird, lower ass fat. It's sort of she's not fat or anything. She's, normal sized. But there's a lump of fat on her, left ass cheek that hangs below her panties. These are all natural farts. You know what I mean? She's not all, juiced up like the last one. Using a bike pump. Air pump to inflate her farts. That poor teddy bear.
Oh, it really smells. Ooh. Teddy bear. Love it.
This goes on for 4 minutes.
It's a stinker. It's gonna be a bad one. I almost pooped before.
Gross.
God. Teddy bear, you like to be under there, don't you?
Wow. The fur on that teddy bear has been blown off.
It's a lot of stink for your nose.
Okay, that's quite enough. Switching gears, just some random videos we've run across. Here is a man, apparently he's got a lot of money down on a basketball game, and his team loses. Well, that sound is the remote control hitting the television, destroying it. That second sound is a chair hitting the television. And then Steph Curry. Oh, he's already knocked the TV over, picked it up, threw it down. He's now picking it up again. I think he's going to body slam it.
Hey, hold up.
Why say? His friends are now telling him to hold. The TV's already destroyed. Let him, punch it a few more times.
Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. You fucking fuck. Hey, it's just a game. It's just a game. It's just a game. Move, dog. I lost too much money on that shit, dog. Real talk now.
Now he's destroying other TVs. I think that's like a monitor for a video game or computer. He's destroyed as well.
Fuck, man.
He's freaking out because he's losing money, yet he's destroying his own property, and to replace the television will cost more money. This is all very counterproductive. I've got a couple of political clips for you. We're gearing up for the next election. The first clip is from several years ago. This is almost quaint. Here now in 2019, It's not unusual for physical brawls to break out at political events. Back in 2009, though, it was a simpler time. Here is a mayoral candidate from Toledo trying to speak.
Well, we're here today in Parkwood Avenue for the street that my...
And you know what? This is a bad politician because he is too easily flustered.
The street that my mother actually grew up on, down the street.
Hey, make sure you guys get
Boo bad. Boo.
that camera right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you done?
No, I'm gonna keep
Okay. All right. We have a situation in Toledo where there's faulty fire lines.
Again, the mayoral candidate stops and tries to start again.
Well, we're here again today.
No. Okay. Try again.
All right.
Well, why don't you come on down and tell all the TV cameras what your problem is? That way we
Let's just get it out of the way, and then I can say my piece, and you can say your piece, and we'll go from there. We'll be civilized about it. No, you're not coming down here. Okay, well then let me speak my piece, and maybe they'll come interview you afterwards, and you can present your argument. Okay, that's fair.
Sounds good.
All right. Take 4. Faulty. Okay, we're here on Parkwood for a very serious issue. We'll stay here all day. I mean, it's fine.
All right, let's reset. Try
because
again.
This is an important issue. I want to be able to actually communicate it to people.
Don't let it frustrate you. Just go on.
Don't let them frustrate you.
I want the media to be able to hear it because we're talking about an important issue that could affect the lives and safety of many.
Look, like the mayor said, or the mayoral candidate said, we'll stay here all day if we have to.
Yeah. Do you want to just move? I mean,
okay, well,
I feel bad for you
now
guys,
this guy's going to lose my vote because he's a
Doesn't make it
flip-flopper.
easier for you.
Boo! Boo! No votes here. Boo! The guy who was heckling was just sitting on his porch. That leads me to believe he could have been way more creative with his heckling. He could have picked some really annoying music to drown out the mayor. I would have went with something like this. We're gathered here today because I feel it's very important.
I'm a little chicken. I love to sing.
I don't know who that is.
I'm a little
Sir,
chicken.
Can you turn down your music, please? Thank you very much. As I was saying, it's very... Okay.
I'm a little chicken.
So I'm trying to have a little press conference here in front of you.
I'm a little chicken.
It's very rude.
My wings.
Could you just turn it down? Okay, thank you. I promise this will only take a minute, but it's very important that we talk about...
Chicken. When I get the chance, I love all that music, because
By the way, this song is called The Singing Chicken. It sounds like a novelty song from like the early 60s or something. It was actually recorded in 1988.
Dance, dance, it's dance to that beat. Let's chirp, chirp together and shuffle our feet.
I think this is a Mead Skelton song.
Dance, it's dance to...
By the way, Sideshow members yesterday learned that Mead Skelton has tracked me down. He heard me talking about him on the show, or one of you idiots alerted him that I was talking about him on the show, and he started emailing me. My most popular song is Sweet Tea. You should really take a listen to that. I recorded it multiple times, including a live version. I'm just a follower of Jesus Christ, you know. All right, sorry, I love doing the Mead Skelton voice. Anyway, that was a politician getting flustered because he was being heckled. Justin Trudeau, who is, Canada's prime minister or president? What do they have over there? He's the leader, right? He can't even answer a basic question. He's outside near a river or a stream or something, and he's, talking about some clean water initiative or pollution. getting rid of plastic straws, something like that, right? And so a reporter asked the question, like, what do you do in your life to reduce plastics? He could not answer this question.
And your family do to cut back on plastics?
We have recently switched to drinking water bottles out of when we have water bottles out of plastic.
That's a good way to reduce plastic. Drinking out of plastic water bottles.
Water out of when we have water bottles out of plastic. Away from plastic towards paper.
Paper plastics.
Drink box water bottles, sort of.
It's so simple. I understand what he's trying to say. He's like, look, we stopped buying plastic water bottles. We now drink out of the paper carton containers or whatever. I guess it is kind of difficult to say. How do you say that? It's a water bottle, but it's made out of paper. It was like a milk carton or something. Politicians get tripped up over water a lot.
We have recently switched to drinking water bottles out of when we have water bottles out of plastic.
John McCain, would you like to offer a rebuttal?
We should be able to deliver bottled hot water to dehydrated babies.
Agreed. Next up, another short clip. This man is in some hot water. His girlfriend apparently has called him up asking, where the hell were you last night? You weren't in bed with me. To quote my baby mama, where you is? Where you is? Question mark. Is that racist that I said that? Plot twist, my baby mama is white, so I can't be racist. She just has really poor grammar. All right, so some guy is filming this from inside of his house. He's pointed the camera out a window because this man who is in his car is screaming so loud. And I was like, what the hell's going on? Anyway, here is that guy's explanation as to where he was.
I slept in my car. I slept in my car. I slept in my goddamn car. I slept in my goddamn car.
As far as lies go, not very good. He could have said, I crashed at my mommy's house last night. Jake and I were watching the game and it got late and I fell asleep on his couch. I woke up and his mouth was on my dick. It was really weird. We will not be hanging out with Jake anymore. There are a lot of good lies. Sleeping in his... I fell asleep in my car. That's pretty bad.
I slept in my goddamn car. I slept in my goddamn car.
Like, yelling it over and over doesn't make it more believable.
I slept in my car.
Or does it?
I slept in my fucking car. I slept in my fucking car. And you wouldn't do anything. I slept in my goddamn car. I slept in my fucking car, Dad. I slept in my car.
Oh, wait. Dad wants to know where you slept? Maybe he really was getting a blowjob from Jake. Maybe this guy is super gay and he's trying to hide it from his dad.
Dad, I slept in my car.
Well, as always, I'm left with more questions than answers. I can't tell what he's saying there. It's either something like, I'm crazy, which makes sense, or I swear to God. When you were a teen, did you ever sleep in your car? Maybe he was drunk, having one of those teenage alcohol parties that I hear happens. I was never invited to one of those. Kids getting high on wine coolers. No, thank you. I stayed at home and played with my Commodore 64. I was a good boy. All right, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I've got one more short clip for you. This is what's happening in our public school system. We've got a girl picking up a chair, right? And she's walking up to another student and cracking her over the head with it.
You wanna fucking talk shit about
Why wasn't the teacher doing anything? Like this, she picked up the chair from the back of the class and took it all the way to the front of the class where the other girl was sitting. The teacher saw what was happening. He's probably like, I'm gonna let this play out, see where this goes. When I was in school, it was the teachers throwing chairs at the students.
Somebody call the officer. Back up. Jody, stop.
Look at this teacher in like his Hawaiian shirt. He can't even break up a fight between two bitches. You have no place teaching in the public school system. You're not cut out for it, sir. Teachers should really have to go through, like, military training, boot camp or something. Public school systems, like a war zone now. But, you know, between the kids fighting with one another, school shootings, teachers are going to have, like, PTSD as if they served in Fallujah or something. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted, and fucked up news right now. Oh, yeah. Not a member of the Distorted View Sideshow. What are you waiting for? Help support this nonsense. If you like DV, consider signing up and becoming a true and honorable freak today. When you do, you get full access to the entire archive of programs. Every week we do exclusive shows just for paying freaks. Thursday we did an exclusive program. Tuesday an exclusive show. Usually 2 times a week. Not a bad deal. Plus, again, almost 4,000. I can say almost 4,000 shows now, right? In the archives. Someone should really count them. I know at least 3,000. We're somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 past shows. I've been at this since December 2004. You do the math. Memberships are only $6.99 a month, even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. Remember, this is how I make my living. Sideshow members are the reason why this show continues, so thank you to all of my current and hopefully future Sideshow freaks. Another way to support the program, we do have a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview, and there are some perks for patrons. Check it out over there. All right, 3 very quick stories now. First up, here's a beautiful story about a man who dedicated his entire life to serving God. Now that he's retired, though, he's cock-deep in porn star vag. What? Retired clergyman Norm Self is enjoying life as a porn star at the age of 85. Gross. So far, he's made 4 movies in 2 years, and he urges old people to opt for the mind-blowing sex life that he now is lapping up. By the way, he's not getting paid for this work. I mean, he's 85 after all. Who wants to see that, right? There's no real money in that type of porn. He's doing it, I guess, for the free pussy. It's a hobby. He could be putting the little ships in bottles. Instead, he's putting his nasty liver-spotted hog into a 90-year-old woman's blubber cunt. All right, Norm, not paid for the work, said, "My housemate asked me if I'd be in a film. I was invited in, and all of a sudden, all this attention comes to me. It's almost like having a party. That's one of the things I admire about this way of doing porn. We're going to have sex anyway, so why not make it a liberating and bonding experience instead of hiding it away in the shadows?" Could you imagine what that room smells like after they're done? All right, if the universe grants me another 10 years, who knows what will be happening with sex? My 85-year-old self is more vibrant than my 45-year-old self. Well, you were a clergyman. There wasn't a lot going on there. It's as though my erotic energy has taken over and inhabited me. Maybe it's the Holy Spirit. Norm's remarkable life story is told on Tuesday in a Channel 5 documentary, which of course contains graphic scenes. It's called The Game, The Sex Business. Once again proving, Great Britain has the greatest documentaries. All right, now he wants to send a message to Brit pensioners from home in North Carolina. Oh, he lives here in the States. From home in North Carolina, he said, "One of the sad things about aging is that a lot of elders give up on sex." Well, a lot of elders can't even perform. Their penises don't work, or their heart isn't strong enough, or they're just too incontinent. Constantly pissing and shitting. That's not a turn on for most. Norm grew up in the southeastern U.S. state of Alabama and was surrounded by religion, joining the clergy when he was 18. He met his wife when he was in his 20s, and they were married for 28 years. During that time, he realized he was gay. Well, talk about burying the lead. He's doing gay porn. Well, I guess that kind of makes more sense for some reason to me. You know the gays. They're into some depraved shit. I could see guys wanting to watch 2 85-year-old men have sex. I'm into diaper daddies. Norm said, "I was a campus minister, and there was this parade of men saying they might be gay and asking how they'd handle it. It was 1997 when I acknowledged, guess what? I am a gay man too. After separating from his wife and moving in with a man he calls his housemate, how old school, right? He was asked via a friend to join the porn industry. You've really lost your way. This is the devil in you, man. You need to find God again. You need to sing that song, Satan, you lost, to cast him away.
Satan, you lost. Because Jesus whipped you at the cross. You're defeated, Satan. You've been beaten. Because of the Lord, your lunch was eaten. And when you feel the temptation of the devil, try not to let yourself get worried and disheveled. Remind old Satan that he has been defeated because God's work at Calvary has been completed.
I bet you the guy who sang that song takes it up the pooper too, right? Although one would think a gay could come up with a catchier hook. Norm doesn't give a fuck about the church's reaction. He said, I thought who might be offended and who might want to write me out of his address book, but I don't worry because that's their struggle. My problem with the church is that it's rare that sex is treated as a joyous part of spiritual life. The show also features Abby Roberts, a grandmother from Amsterdam, talking about her cam girl work. She's 72, and guess what? There's a twist to this bitch, too. She's a tran-gran. That's right. In the special, she reveals her journey through gender reassignment surgery. She has an impressive room full of sex toys in the home she shares with her partner, Mike. After her operation, Pippa says she lost some clients. She says, it's been more exciting in a way. You get a guy treating you like you're a woman now. Sex has definitely changed. There's a lot of clients who rang me before who don't ring me anymore. The appeal was a girl with a cock. Well, I don't have that anymore, so I have to learn new tricks. Oh, I want to get my hands on a copy of this documentary. Someone record that for me if you live over there in the UK. It apparently is airing on Channel 5 on June 18th, so coming up here. All right, second story we have for you today. Oh, looky here. This story comes from our most fucked up state. Say it with me.
Oh, yeah. Praise Jesus. Give me a hallelujah. Down Oklahoma, Florida. This almost fucked up state. You can hear me now.
Florida is almost fucked up state. Praise be to the Lord.
Look who's at it again, Florida man. A Florida man arrested in the theft of stolen pool floats told cops that he used the inflatables for sex, instead of raping women. His words, not mine. There are so many better things you can stick your dick in than pool floats. Why is that the only thing keeping you from raping women? Christopher Monin, 35, was charged Thursday with breaking into the backyards of homes with pools in Palm Bay.
Fuck you if you're not from Palm Beach County.
Well, close. Palm Bay. All right. Yes, he broke into the homes with pools in Palm Bay, and he stole only flotation devices. The defendant stated that he sexually gratifies himself with the pool floats instead of raping women. See, when I first saw the story, I thought he was stealing like fanoodles, because on the ends of them, you can stick your dick in there. There's like a hole, right? But I think he's stealing just like inflatable rafts and animals and stuff. Maybe he's one of those Looners, isn't that what they're called? People who are into balloons and inflatables? Yeah, the affidavit states the defendant stated that he sexually gratifies himself with the pool floats instead of raping women. Monin was on a bike when cops stopped. I mean, he had like floats with him on his bike. He was holding under his arm. Monin was on a bike when cops stopped him at 1:25 a.m. on Thursday as a suspicious person. They found him in possession of a garbage bag full of deflated pool floats. Incriminating. Palm Bay has been plagued with the theft of pool floats in more than a dozen reported burglaries in the past 7 months, according to the affidavit. In some cases, the thief cut a screen door to gain access to the pool area. The affidavit stated police found approximately 75 pool floats in a vacant house where Monin admitted to stashing them. He was arrested on charges of burglary, criminal mischief, and petty theft as well. He was booked into the Brevard County Jail on a $15,000 bond. The Sebastian Daily, which is a newspaper down there, reported that in one of the burglaries, Monin was accused of stealing a bacon-shaped pool float. just to give you an idea of what he was fucking instead of raping women. Inflatable bacon strips. All right, this last story is rather depressing, but it's something I think we all need to hear. As we get older, our bodies begin to change. We lose hair, our hair goes gray, we get wrinkles. But did you know massive changes to your cock can also take place? Your penis is a body part like any other, and aging is completely normal, yet disgusting. What exactly happens to your penis and balls as you age? Well, first of all, it all has to do with testosterone. Puberty is when, our testosterone levels shot up. It peaks in your early 20s, but once you pass 40, testosterone starts to decrease substantially, which can cause changes to your penis size. Bonus, if you carry more fat on your pubic bone, and I know I do, the skin can begin to sag. Your pubic puff gets a little droopy. It effectively makes your manhood look smaller. Now, your dick won't shrink overnight, and the healthier you are, and the healthier you stay throughout your life, the better your chances are of keeping it the size you're used to. For the proof, I am fucked. Some men will also experience permanent shrinkage as their skin loses elasticity and healthy cells are replaced by collagen. Yet things somehow can still get worse. There are many different penis shapes: long, thin, fat, spiral, bow tie, choo-choo trains. I'm sorry, that's pasta. Same idea, though. All right, there are many different penis shapes, such as the banana, the cone, and the pepper. Those are real designations of penis shapes. Regardless if it's completely straight or already has a bend, there's a chance you will see more curvature as you age. That brings us back to Peyronie's disease. We've talked about that many times on the show. It usually affects men age 40 to 60 and is caused by an injury or fracture during sex. According to the British Association of Urological Surgeons, impotence now occurs in 50 to 55% of men aged between 40 and 70. Half of us will suffer erectile dysfunction. And again, I'm sure the fatter you are, the worse off you are. Causes for erectile dysfunction can be physical, neurological, or both. Not being able to get it up or keep it up now and then is normal and can be due to stress, anxiety, or too much alcohol. However, if it's happening more frequently, it's possible the issue is brought on by hormone problems, high blood pressure, or medication. Having erectile dysfunction can severely affect your mental health. It's already affecting my mental health, and I don't have it. I'm just anticipating all of these problems as I reach the age of 40. Your balls could droop and shrink. Not my precious grapes. When your testosterone levels drop, your body will develop less sperm, which will cause your scrotum to shrink. Some men may also notice their balls starting to droop, which is partly due to lack of skin elasticity. Though no one ball sack is the same. They really are like snowflakes. Some men naturally have low-hanging fruit. You can do special exercises to lift the scrotum, and some men also choose to get a surgical procedure to amend the droop, known as a scrotoplasty. I didn't know you could get yourself a ball lift. Sometimes, though, drooping balls indicates a condition known as varicocele or something, which can also cause infertility and discomfort. Also, something else that could happen to you is your pubic hair will begin to thin out. So if you've got lush, thick pubic hair, that's a point of pride for you. Nothing is constant in this life. You could lose it all. You could go bald, right? Your pubic hair will thin, or it'll just turn fucking gray. It's also a sign of testosterone levels dropping. While most of these are no cause for concern, if you notice any changes that you're uncomfortable, I'm uncomfortable with all of these changes, or experience any pain, swelling, or other issues with your genitals, speak to your doctor because you probably have cancer and you're probably going to die. I'm sorry. This whole news story has put me in a foul mood. You guys have seen me. I already have gray hair. my pubic hair is the one part of my body that still has some color left. And now, basically, I'm reading that as I turn 40, that's going to go away. Is it safe to put hair color on your pubic area? I don't think it is. Just for Men should really come out with a product just for my cock bush. All right, there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Friday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Many ways to contact the show. You can reach me at show@distortedview.com. That's my email address. I'm all over social media at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram, and Facebook.com/DistortedViewShow. Don't forget, we've got a Discord where hundreds of freaks hang out. There is a link on the main navigation bar over there at DistortedView.com. You can join the freaks in there. They share funny little pieces of audio, video, and they chat about stuff. There's different little rooms you can go in. You know, there's a sports chat room, a room just to share not safe for work stuff. If you want to take a picture of your bowel movements, there's a chat room for that.
Hey there, Tim. It's Love Lady Cat Lady. If I'm hard to understand, they literally took all of my teeth out yesterday and put crowns.
So her life is continuing to go well.
All of my teeth out yesterday and put crowns on them. Also, Grandpa died. Okay, so anyway, have you tried the Peach Mountain Dew? I think it might be a Kickstarter, but it's fucking great. And I tried the Del Taco.
Wait, what? The Cheats Mountain Dew? What? The what?
Also, Grandpa died. Have you tried the Peach Mountain Dew? I think it might be a Kickstarter, but it's fucking great.
Cheech Mountain Dew? I can't understand what she's saying there.
Peach Mountain Dew? I think it might be a Kickstarter, but it's fucking great. And I tried...
Peach Mountain Dew?
The Del Taco, not beef burger, and it was alright, but the beef tasted a lot like somebody put ground up bread, like white bread and flour into a pan and then just covered it in taco seasoning. And last thing, oh my god, that poor vagina boob woman, I'm going to draw the fuck out of her. Woo!
So I'm looking up Peach Mountain Dew, and I did not know this. See, I'm not keeping up with the soda industry like I should. KFC's new partnership with Mountain Dew is nothing short of sweet. The company's announced Tuesday morning that they're teaming up to provide Sweet Lightning, a beverage that will be available exclusively at KFC restaurants nationwide by July 1st. The refreshment contains a punch of peach and a touch of honey flavor. Is that what you're talking about, Love Lady Cat Lady? No, I don't think we have that here yet. I've also never eaten at a Del Taco, because we don't have those here either. I did get to try my new Coke, finally. This is the 1985 reformulation of Coke. They took original Coke off the market, replaced it with new Coke. Everyone in the world hated it, and 3 months later, original Coke was back on the market. I tried new Coke, and look, these people, you know, some people who remember the 80s and who tried new Coke will be like, I mentioned it, like I posted a picture of my new Coke can saying, look, I can't wait to try this. And there are people like putting little emojis of throw up, like, you know, like someone vomiting. Big fucking drama queens here, right? I tried it. It is not disgusting. Well, of course, I'm someone I'll drink Pepsi, I'll drink Coke, I'll drink RC. Like, I can appreciate all colas. I'm a real cola connoisseur. That being said, I can understand why people were upset when regular Coke was taken off the market, because regular Coke really is better than new Coke. It does taste more like Pepsi. It seems to go flatter faster. And I didn't like it as much as I continued to drink it. Like when I took the first sip, I was like, okay, this is not bad. And by the time I was done with it, I was like, okay, if I never drank this again, I would be okay. Started to get some weird aftertaste, like almost like it was like diety aftertaste. Like this is made with sugar, so it's not like a diet product. But I think because of it going flat faster, it almost had like a diet taste to it. But anyway, I mean, it's not bad, and I have a few more cans because, of course, I ordered more than one. So I probably will drink some of them and add some to my collection. But if you want to try new Coke for yourself, you'll have to shell out $20, and I think they're still available if you go to cokestore.com. It's only available in like a Stranger Things collectible pack, so you get 2 cans of new Coke and then 2 bottles of Coca-Cola like regular Coca-Cola and Coke Zero with, Stranger Things logos and stuff on it. But if you really want to try New Coke, I believe it's still available. Okay, next up here, as if anyone gives a shit.
Hi there, Tim the Blue Hello Freaks. I'm here at Wendy's Restaurant with Sign. That's Wendy's Restaurant. It's a little... Well, anyways, I got a fart, and I wanted to show y'all, everyone, what it's like to fart loudly at a Wendy's restaurant.
So he's at a Wendy's restaurant and he's going to fart in front of people?
Now, Wendy's Wi-Fi. Have you ever had Wendy's Wi-Fi? It's not a meal. You just log into the Wi-Fi.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Is it a safe, secure network? Who knows?
I thought you were going to fart for
us. This
us.
is what it sounds like when you hook up onto the Wendy's Wi-Fi. Check it out.
What? That sounded like a fart. He kind of lost me with the Wi-Fi chat talk, though.
Hello, Insanovich. Vladimir Putin here. To your Halley's Comet, describe sports and the uses of noise is like a plumber describing how to do heart surgery. I think, HC, you are out of your element, my friend. Noise is often used as a weapon for a home team to distract and detract from communication of opposing team. This is case in football, especially where the crowd will be often called 12. There are 12 men. There are 11 men on field for each team. The crowd is called 12 men to help home team when opposing team, away team, is on field. The crowd will be very loud so that the quarterback cannot communicate with receiver, cannot communicate with running back, etc. And this can cause all kinds of issues.
Really?
And there are uses for this. When your team is on offense in a football game, the crowd will quiet down. There will be a concerted effort. Yes, we are drinking, we are loud, but there is concerted effort to quiet down the crowd so that your team can communicate better.
I did not know any of this.
It's not necessarily a proletariat type situation, like Haley's comments pointed out. I would wonder what he can back these statements up with. Haley's comment, I think, perhaps talking out the ass again. It is kind of his forte, eh?
Yeah, we were talking about on the show recently about sporting events and how in some sports the crowd's very loud. Other sports, they don't want anyone to talk. Tennis, golf, you have to be very quiet.
That's the pound sign. Say hello.
Weird. Okay, so what's happening here now is that someone has called into the party line, a phone number where you can meet other people and have phone sex and stuff, and then they call into the voicemail line so we can listen in. So what's going on here?
Hello.
Hey, it's Vladimir. You were singing to me. It was so good.
What did I sing to you? Did I sing you?
Go ahead. Sing to me. Listen to this, Tim. It's fucking weird. Go ahead and sing, please.
Your name is what? Chrissy?
Yeah. Go ahead. Sing to me.
All right, I'll sing to you as I sing, and I sing, if you ever change your mind
oh, yeah.
about leaving me behind.
Sing it to the freeze.
And bring it to me.
Break it down
your sweet loving, huh?
Break it down for Timmy.
Bring it on to me, yeah.
Not bad, right? Yeah, he's got some talent.
It's going out to Box of Brown.
Huh?
Sing, keep going.
You don't know what it's like.
Listen,
Chrissy, you know what it's like to love somebody.
Oh, yeah.
To love somebody.
From Columbus to Cincinnati.
Huh?
Keep singing. Keep singing. I'm ripping with you.
You're ripping with me, huh?
What do you want me to sing?
Keep going. You're doing great.
I'm thinking what to sing now again. I know so many songs, it's ridiculous.
You have such a good voice.
You're really impressing
Are you
her.
a professional singer?
Singing.
All right, I wish.
See, women, the power you wield, getting guys to... He's been singing for 2 minutes.
Did you ever see Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Have you ever seen the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
I think I've heard of it. Like, my dad watched it or something.
All right, ready? I got one for you right here.
Hit it.
Here we go. Let's shake it up, baby, now. Twist and shout.
Well, you can even hear he's got the music playing in the background.
Come on, baby, now. Come on, baby. Come on and work it on out. Work it on out. You know, work it on out. Work it on out. You know, you look so good. Look so good. You know, you got me.
All right, looks like she snagged another one. Ta-da. Thank you very much for the call. He really is delusional. He thinks his singing is a turn-on. All right, that is all the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660-GOD. Is it hook?
I slept in my goddamn car! I slept in my goddamn car!
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the podcast. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. I will see you back on Monday to do it all over again. Until then, bye, everybody!
Clean your dick off, yeah. Clean the fucking shit cock off.
Oh, clean that shit cock off. Lick the shit off, honey. Lick the shit. Use your tongue. See a little shit smeared on the shaft. How many S words can he possibly use in a sentence?